Hi guys, welcome back. I don't know what this video is going to be. Hopefully I finish painting the hallway ceilings and putting the other light fixture up and ceiling fan. I don't know if we're going to have time in this video, but that thing needs to go. Me and my little helper are picking up stuff that they have just let go. So all along the driveway, there's other stuff down there. It's nice out. He needs to get outside. I need to get outside. And then there's more up there. We might actually start clear cutting some of this stuff, some of the smaller stuff. I don't know what trees are going yet, but I want more of a yard. So truck almost got stuck. But for the time being, I can do easy stuff that I know for sure is getting cleaned up, like around our power box. So let's see what this video turns into. In case you're wondering, that's a wood pile. I plan on building a outdoor, whatever that thing's called, woodshed. But for now, it's whatever it's going to be. I really don't know how far I want to clean down there, but I plan on just pushing the leaves down. But all that stuff right there is getting cleaned up today. There's more down. Thought about cutting some limbs off this. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, we're just cleaning stuff up. I want to be outside. All right, just about got it cleaned up along the driveway. I'm about out of space anyway in the dump trailer. So just got a little bit of that right there. And then, yeah, definitely need a better leaf blower. Chainsaw is incredible. Leaf blower sucks. But I'm going to try to this summer. I don't know how the zero turn is going to handle that little bit of an incline, but I'm going to try to cut closer to the trees. So the leaves and stuff will eventually get mulched up. But for right now, I just got tired of looking at that stuff coming up the driveway. Good time to quit. There's still a little bit more along here, but it's actually starting to rain. Hell of a pile brush. Like I said, once we get the zero turn out this year, we're gonna see how far of an incline I can use it on. But let me get this tarped up, and then we're going to probably do something inside. Maybe throw away the bedroom ceiling fan and start working on the outlets. I'm tired of painting. I need a break from it. All right, we're finished painting the hallway, but it's part of small projects that I want to replace the outlets. Obviously, I don't actually know what the orange stuff is on there. Blue paint was in the hallway. I'm gonna have to cut around this real careful not to tear the drywall off, but it's cheaper if you buy the contractor pack of these for both of these. Already replaced that one there. That night light is real sensitive. So, of course, use this. Actually, well, it won't matter. The outlet's off. All right. Well, let me show you this one, and I still got to do this one behind me, but I don't know which breaker that's to. So let me get this one replaced. There's another one out in the hallway that also is getting replaced because it's on the same breaker. I don't understand it. All right, another one changed. This is by the front door. Still have 1, 2, 6 in this room that I need to change. But we're gonna get the last one in the hallway. I got the 2 along the wall, and I'm doing the one by our bedroom door. All right, update. So this is the one by the front door. That's done. I don't remember what I showed them, so I'll show them again. I still got the 2 behind the couch, 2 on that wall, 2 on that wall. Placed that one, and that one, and that one. Also, I got another smoke detector up. We got, I think, 2 more. One goes in the living room, 3 more. One goes in the living room, one at the top of the steps, and somewhere down by the furnace. Won't lie, this video is probably nothing major. We're just going to slowly do small projects till they're all done. I'm gonna probably replace the outlets all in the living room, and then I don't want to say all the light switches. The light switches by the door is probably not getting done for a little bit. But another project we had was this cat door, and you can tell why. It's gross. So we got another one that I'm actually going to get installed. Got to measure it up. It's a little tiny bit bigger than this. We're gonna have to cut it. So we're gonna see how good I am with the jigsaw. I know this is boring content, but as you can tell, there's a clear one. There's that one. I even took the old one off and cleaned it. So this is all getting thrown away, but you can tell how gross it is. I do want to show you one other thing. I didn't do this. There are certain things on this house that I am paying people to do. Everything else we're going to be doing. This was one of our things because this thing is just pretty foul. I know this is a small project and it's kind of useless. The door is eventually getting replaced too, but that's not in this video. We actually got a new heat pump and central air for the house. So let me walk outside. I'll show you that real quick. So I know this is a super boring video, but this is the Heal. It's a hybrid central air and heat pump unit. I forget the exact cost of the install, but which is nice. There's a tax credit for this, so we're gonna go get that done. Also, you know, I don't want to live without central air, so this part's nice. Kind of like the heat pump. I don't know what it's going to do to the electric bill yet, but we're going to figure that out. But even though this is a kind of a boring video, this was an expensive video. So I am going to finish the outlets and stuff in the living room and the light switches minus the one by the front door. And then that's probably it for this video. I still need to finish the ceilings, but I'm just kind of slacking. I'd like a break. So I'm gonna have to get a cover for this one, but at least they're done. The other one's for the ceiling fan. Don't know where that went. Replace the one back here. All the outlets are done back there here. And then of course, that one. Did that outlet too. New doggy door, cat door. Still got 6 outlets in here, and I do actually have the outlet cover for that one. This one's pretty gross too. So let me at least show you what the old switches and covers look like. So I know these are almonds. So first of all, some of the color is just what they are, but it's pretty gross. And they're all like that. Yeah, so that's all going in the trash. Definitely look a lot better with the rocker switch and the screwless cover. So let me, actually I should get a couple dead plates. 3 of them while I gotta go to Lowe's. So I guess we'll be doing that in this video too. All right, we got the vent covers back on. Started going around fixing some of the spots, like I've already retextured. Some of it's a little bit better than others. The spots that are not textured, the tape actually, or the texture actually came off. So I was trying to get it kind of flat and then just kind of texture over it. I don't know if it's gonna work or pay off. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna start painting back in that corner. I don't have enough paint to probably finish this, or if I do, it's just one coat. So I'd at least like to get the light up. All right, out of paint. Went all the way up through there, all the way back there. Just haven't did over there, obviously. So there's what my repair looks like. There's a little bit bigger of a glob than I would like. Now, I still have to prepare over there because the texture fell off underneath. When you're trying to save some of this, it's not really worth it. Also fixed right there. So I like the new technique, but I'm completely out of paint. And there's paint everywhere. So this will be a tomorrow project. So obviously this is the next day. We went to Lowe's. Love that place so much. Obviously you can tell where I stopped painting because that was all the paint that I had. We did finish up, well, I just finished it up this morning. The texture isn't 100%. It's never gonna match. I don't care who you are. Texture never matches from the original person that did it because I can do it differently than you can do it, and you can do it differently than somebody else can do it, and none of us are gonna get it to match. You can get it close, but as you can tell, now some of it, like right there, Some of the dark gray obviously needs to dry, so I'm not going to get to be able to paint at least that corner. And I did scuff some of the wall up along there using the mudder. So I'm gonna have to go back over that, and I'm gonna have to touch that spot up anyway too. But the ceiling will at least be 95% done today, and I can get rid of the ugly brass ceiling titty. But other than going along the walls, like right up there too, I'll have to wipe it down first. I'm actually really happy with this. I'm not saying it's perfect. I can actually show you a couple flaws, but unless you're like really looking, or unless I show you, compared to what it was, way better. I am a big fan. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like those. I'm a huge fan of those vents. I think they look really good, especially with the new vents, or with the new outlets. So I don't remember what I showed in the other videos. Obviously we replaced that. That part's nice. That's for the ceiling fan. I did end up having to, I had to buy a contractor pack of the 3-way switches, because that's a 3-way switch. And actually, I just realized I'm not gonna have enough. That's a 3-way switch. One of those outlets over there also controls it. Here is the other switch. I think it's this one. Yeah, so that's actually getting replaced today too. That thing's gross. So there's what? 2, there's 4, there's 6. I think I only got a 6-pack, and unfortunately, the basement hall also has 2, but I might do a smart switch for that because I always seem to leave that light on. So we are wrapping this video up. I'm going to go ahead and finish painting. I'll switch the light out in this video. I'll probably show you the outlets as well, what they look like at least done. I'm not gonna show you the wiring part because I'm not an electrician, and yeah, we still gotta get pictures for the frames. And I don't know where the transformer is. The wires that are sticking out up there are for the old doorbell, and I have no idea where the transformer is. I thought about just getting a box offline, a cheap white one. There is already 2 switches, but I don't know if the back one works. The one out front definitely works. But sometimes these doorbells do not take the same transformer, and you have to switch it. I don't know if it's in the basement in a junction box. I don't know if it's in the ceiling. I don't know if it's inside of the panel box. Consider doing wireless, but way better. When it gets just a little bit nicer out, I am going to pull the whole house fan vent down and I'm not gonna strip the paint off, but there is tape all over it. It is absolutely disgusting. But stuff like that is tape residue. So I'm hoping maybe I can pull it apart. I don't know how this thing goes together. I guess they're metal. I can definitely paint it. I'm gonna try to paint it because they're like 140 bucks. And as long as it's less gross looking and doesn't smell, I don't really like. A new one's gonna look exactly the same. So mine is just the gross part. But also fixed along there. Obviously the whole ceiling needs a second coat. This is just the first coat, but like my texture isn't any different than anywhere else. So I actually fixed a good amount, like right there. You can see it is a little bit less textury, but if you I did not touch any part of this wall. You can tell, I'm telling you really can't tell. It's not bad. There's still some imperfections in it. I didn't get it 100%, but I'm way happier with it. And I like this method better than this method. This one didn't turn out quite as good, and it is a little bit thicker. So yeah, let me finish this up. All right, guys, we're gonna finish the video up. Got new outlet covers. Actually, the blank plates, there's 3 of them back there. All new outlets. They're behind the couch. And we did the light switch. That I need to tweak a little bit more. I was done dealing with it for today. But the other 2 switches are tilted a little bit, so I need to get them the other way. It's a project for another day, but it's at least in there. So that's all the lights in here now, all the light switches, all the outlets are done. Still need to do that. I still need to paint that, and I did not finish the ceiling back there. Other things came up, but I try to get a video out every single Thursday. Kind of keeps me moving on this house. So next week I'll show you the finished product with the ceiling. I'm pretty proud of the fix back there, and of course you have a light like that to replace the ceiling titty, but I'll paint tomorrow, and that'll be in next week's video. But yeah, pretty much everything's all done. Real happy with how everything turned out. It's way a lot cleaner, and it smells a lot better. And there's no more nicotine stains. So I'll also finish those too before I get back to work. But ceiling, definitely kind of gross. It needs painted, but slightly. So if you guys have watched up to this point, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I'm sorry this drug out a little bit. I did some other things that I wasn't planning on doing for this week, but everything looks really, really good. And I try to do a video once a week because actually I didn't get to paint the door either. So there you go, we're slacking. Anyway, stay tuned for next week's video.